Alright, so here's the kind of like the first not really day of the vlog, but we're gonna start tomorrow. We just came to eat here. You know what it is. So this is at the wharf in DC. It's pretty damn cold. As you can see, that's snow. I'll get some good snow footage in, I think, 2 days. So you got some yachts here, but we're gonna be eating here at Hell's Kitchen. I've actually never been to a Hell's Kitchen. I've watched the show. It's a good show. And I'll just show you around the restaurant a little bit. So here are all the winners for every season of Hell's Kitchen. I've watched most of these, actually. I watch it when I'm playing video games sometimes in the background. So my favorite winners, this guy was really cool. He broke his arm and he still finished and won. She was really good, really good. She was good, she was good. He was a fighter, I liked him. She was good. She's like kind of, the whole show is kind of for her. She's very famous and successful now. She was good, she was good. And then the show kind of, in my opinion, is not worth watching anymore, but back in the day it was pretty fun. Oh yeah, she was very calm, I guess is how I'd say. So I'll show you the food, but yeah, this is a restaurant. I forgot to record, but this is it's called Shrimp Agua Chile. It's like a raw shrimp appetizer. Really good. Beef Wellington. Best dessert is called sticky toffee pudding. Alright, so that's basically the first day / night in the books. We're gonna have some good stuff tomorrow. I'm definitely gonna be during the day, so I'll be able to show you guys some cool stuff. By the way, this is called the DC Wharf. It's kind of like just restaurants and stuff like that. It's kind of empty because it's so freezing. I don't have gloves right now. I left them in the room, but I believe it was 2018 when I came here with my mom on a trip. We ate at a Spanish restaurant all the way down there, and I got to see it again, and I was like, oh wow, this is that place. It's kind of it's like deja vu, I guess. I remember the green booths, velvet chairs in there. But yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow. It's hard to get this in frame, but this is the National Cathedral. We're gonna go inside. Look at this. They did the state funeral of Jimmy Carter a few days ago, and it's a really beautiful church inside, especially. But I think this was built like 100 years ago, about, and this is where presidents get their state funerals. And right down the street, down that way, is where the vice president lives. Also, a bunch of embassies are there. So I'll meet you inside. The only president buried in DC is right here. This is Woodrow Wilson and his wife. Jimmy Carter was placed right here, and then we'll go down here and you can see how beautiful it is. And they got all these nice stained glass. One of the things that's cool about this cathedral is not only is it Christian things, but in the side area over there, there's stained glass from American history. Sadly, there was some Civil War stuff that they removed stupidly and replaced it with a bunch of civil rights stuff, which was ridiculous, and it looks like crap, so I'm not going to show it. But, yeah, it's a beautiful, beautiful church. So right at the end there, that's where Melania sat. And then Trump and Obama. Right here. There's Melania. Now at Arlington Cemetery, we're going to go see the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier and also JFK's grave. Heading over to the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier.
You get about 3-4 weeks of good weather, the rest is shit. Seriously?
I stepped away because they were doing a ceremony, but here is like I don't know, it's kind of like a theater they built. It's very pretty in person. It's a whole place to honor the soldiers that, you know, were left behind or never named or couldn't be identified, etc. And a lot of countries have these. There's one in Moscow. There's one in London. But it overlooks DC, and you can see the Capitol, the Jefferson, and the Pentagon's back there, but you can't see it.
Seattle, a lot of depression. So
Where is he at?
California, in Orange County.
Oh, that, yeah.
But I see.
اونجا چمنن
All the way back there is the White House. And then we're at
Oh shit.
Symmetry of DC. The White House there, Monument, Lincoln Memorial back there. We'll see more of the symmetry later. Slippery ODR right here, past the skates.
It's a nice city. The buildings are very nice. Big wide roads.
We're going to check out something kind of cool. This is St. John's Church. If you remember from the 2020 riots, this is the place where President Trump held the Bible outside after they cleared the riot. I'll show the front of the church over here. If you know the picture, you'll recognize the building. So this is the church, St. John's Church. And I think shortly before, the protesters burnt down another church, but this one is where he took the picture. And then this hotel is one of the nicest hotels in Washington. It's called the Hay Adams. They have suites here that directly overlook the White House, which is over there. They've blocked it with, you know, they have inauguration stands where the president is going to be, so it's blocked, but we'll go see that right now. We've been for the inaugural parade, and then here's the White House. Unfortunately, we can't go in front of it because of all the parade stuff, but you can see there's actually moving trucks.
I was at Super Bowl one time and I told my buddy, I said,
So this is the White House. Unfortunately, you can't see it very much. This is the Treasury Department. And the West Wing is there. Secret Service is everywhere.
I always thought the front room was a lot longer.
Lafayette Square, and that's General Lafayette from the Revolutionary. You'll be able to see the White House very much, but it's back there. As you can see, they've blocked all this stuff off for like the parade. The White House is back there. We're gonna go over there quick to see that building. It's the Eisenhower Executive Office Building. So that's what's called the Eisenhower Executive Office Building, a very beautiful building in DC. There's some trees in front of it. As you can see, that's the White House again. Sadly, you can't see it very well, like I said, but I know my camera isn't doing justice, but DC is such a beautiful city, and everybody should come. And if you come in the summer, it's much prettier, but it's a very beautiful city. It might be on TV. There's a lot of like news people here. Oh look, a moving truck. Moving trucks coming out of the White House. Look at that. Put it on the video because I look kind of like crap, but I just met the My Pillow guy, Mike Lindell, and I took a picture with him on my phone. He was right down there by the White House, and that's like the first celebrity I ever met. So I'm pretty like buzzing right now. It was really fun. A really cool experience. All right, we're probably gonna go to the Capitol next, just the outside part. Bye. Sorry, we're in the National Portrait Gallery. I'm gonna do a little like montage. Isn't that a beautiful building? Look at the detail. Do you see?
That's the nicest building here, basically.
Or you know what this must be? These must be the congressional offices. We're gonna come here on Tuesday. Look how beautiful this building is. Wow. Straight out of Europe. Dad, open your window so you can properly see. No, look how nice that is. Come on. That looks like the opera from Paris, remember?
I like the Capitol there.
Here's the Supreme Court. Wow, they're beautiful. I never really remember how beautiful they are until you see them again. The cameras never do it justice.
Moderate مثلا میکنه گک
Mami ya na.
This
I don't
is
know.
Georgetown University. It's a nice little, kind of like European looking campus. Very nice.
Are these people actually Chinese or not?
So that's the south lawn of the White House, all the way back there. And there's this park here, but it's closed for security reasons. The president's helicopter always lands on the south side of the White House. There's that double balcony there that's very famous. I believe it was built when President Truman remodeled the White House. It used to just be a porch at the bottom level, I think. But they made it a double balcony. It's a very beautiful sight. So next we're going to go to the Lincoln Memorial. So we're in the National Mall right now. We're going to see the Lincoln Memorial, the World War II Memorial, and then walk up towards the Capitol. This is a lake. As you can see, it's frozen. We're going to go to the reflecting pool soon. But during non-winter, this is filled with cherry blossoms. Very beautiful. It's still beautiful now. It looks really cool. But it's all frozen. We'll go to the World War II Memorial. I'll see you there. Atlantic entrance of the World War II Memorial. So the way this memorial works is each state has like a column and a wreath, and there's some like, I think there's like quotes inscribed in the walls in the middle. It's a really nice looking place. Kind of more simple, but there's an Easter egg here that the vast majority of people don't know about, and I'll show you it and explain the history of it. And here's some ironwork up there. There's like another reflecting pool, I think, which the National Mall, which is this like big strip of land, very beautiful, has a lot of these, but they're frozen right now. But it still looks really beautiful. It's a quote from Harry Truman. As you can see, the Lincoln Memorial's down there. So DC has an amazing sense of symmetry. So Lincoln Memorial at the end, World War II. Then you have the National Monument, and then very way in the back is the Capitol. And as you go down, you can see the dome. inauguration. You kind of can't see it, but you'll see as we walk down what I'm talking about. And here is a wall of gold stars, which is each star represents 100 personnel who died or remained missing in the war. So it's 405,000 people who are dead or missing, and that's second only to the Civil War, which was 602. So this is a wall of golden stars. So you got the Atlantic side, which are the Atlantic states of the Union, and then you have the Pacific side. So the Pacific and the Atlantic theaters of the war. Corrected, the columns are not divided into Pacific and Atlantic states, because that makes sense, because there's not enough Pacific states anyway. But yeah, this is for the Pacific, that's for the Atlantic. Here you have different theaters of the war from the Pacific, like the Battle of Midway. There's a movie about that. All these different battles and islands. So Pearl Harbor, first battle of the Pacific War. See, there's something about the Battle of Midway, a quote here. It's all built out of this nice granite.
That's the Pacific, that's the Atlantic.
Yeah. You even have territories like Guam and American Samoa included in the pillars. And here's a quote from President Roosevelt from his like famous "A Date Which Will Live in Infamy" speech to the U.S. Congress after the bombing of Pearl Harbor. Then along the wall here you have different things like soldiers fighting in jungles in the Pacific. This is a plane for the Air Force. This is a ship. And then I think these are, yeah, I guess that's like a tractor in the jungle. Then these appear to be like workers maybe on the home front or something. And you have some people back there who are kind of celebrating, so it's the end of the war. Then you have people getting drafted, standing in a line. And then at the end you have a family, so it's kind of like the beginning of the war and the end. Right here on the back is this Easter egg I'm talking about. Many people don't know about it, but I'll explain it. So, if you read that, it's a guy sticking his nose over like a wall, and it says Kilroy was here. And basically, in World War II, the soldiers would write this on the back of the ships, and I think the Pacific War, and they call it the world's first meme or something like that. So, yeah, they drew it here. So it's a little Easter egg that people don't know about. So this is the frozen reflecting pool all the way going up to the Lincoln Memorial. Very beautiful area. Frozen, obviously, but all these are like cherry blossoms that have, you know, died because of the winter, but they'll be back. And it's beautiful now, but obviously in the like whatever months that it's alive, it's a really, really beautiful place to be and walk. I've been here twice before, and never during the winter. DC is usually incredibly hot, a very hot place. Even in this cold, the Ducks, not the hockey team, but the Ducks have a way to make it work. See, but at the very top, the two states I'm from, California and Minnesota, are right next to each other. So on the right wall, we have the second inauguration speech of Lincoln, which took place during the Civil War. So here he addresses the war. All the way there on the other side is the Gettysburg Address. So 7 years ago, our fathers brought forth on this continent a new nation, conceived in liberty and dedicated to the proposition that all men are created equal. Top of the Lincoln Memorial, we're going to walk back down towards the Capitol. We just stopped here for a little bit. This is the African American History Museum. I actually came here on a school trip years ago, but this is the Muhammad Ali section that I like. It's actually hailing. It's ice. It's like little hail coming from the sky. You probably can't see it, but maybe you hear it. They're tiny hail balls. That's so cool. Here, maybe you can see it. Doesn't do it justice, but this building is so beautiful in real life. This is like, I think, the Department of Commerce. So nice. These beautiful doors, iron doors, is the DOJ, Department of Justice. So Pam Bondi will be the next Attorney General. She'll be working here. It's another gorgeous building, but this one I like because it has these awesome, like, iron doors that kind of look like they're out of, I don't know, like Game of Thrones or something. Here's another view of the door. The really awesome looking tall iron doors with, like, I don't know if those are like hyenas or tigers at the bottom. I love it. It's really great. So another beautiful building. This is the National Archive we're going to right now. This is where the Constitution and other documents are. We're going to be able to see it. The Declaration is inscribed in the door. Same with, oh no, just the Declaration, I guess. In the Rotunda section, this is where the Constitution is held. But first we got something over here. I guess this is a treaty with the natives in the 1770s, so this little exhibit, yeah, this is another thing from the 1700s and the natives. Very grand inside, as you can see. Dad, where are you going? So, very beautiful building, great floor, and then have a beautiful dome. And you go in here. It's a very beautiful building, very classy. Go up.
Free roaming space, wander wherever you like.
Thank you.
No lines, no something.
So we got a few like kind of paintings, and then you start here on the left. Let's see what's on the left. Here is the original. Very faded. But this is the document that declared war on the mother country of Great Britain. This one looks like much easier to read. But of course you got We the People at the top. And it's very beautiful writing. And there's 4 extra pages down there.
Declaration doesn't get here though until
Oh, it's beautiful. It's amazing how well preserved this one is. They've done a great job.
I didn't think you were real.
I know, that's why I gotta move well sometimes too.
So Article 1, Article 2, Article 3, Article 4. Oh wow. There's the end page. And look, all the signatories. So this was made by James Madison, and the Declaration was Thomas Jefferson. Yeah, James Madison signed his name last, I guess. And every state, New Jersey, New York, Connecticut, Delaware, Maryland, Virginia, North Carolina, South Carolina, etc., etc. And here is the Bill of Rights, which is the first 10 amendments of the Constitution. So they made this so basically in the Constitution they'd set up the government, and then the first 10 amendments they would bring certain fundamental rights to the people beyond that of like life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. So free speech, First Amendment, Second Amendment, right to bear arms, and then all other amendments like against quartering troops in your house without, your permission and stuff like that. So, and this is some other documents, slavery, etc. And that's basically the Constitution room, and we're gonna go eat next, so see you later. Wow, what a beautiful shot.
Future. I am with you, I will fight for you, and I will win for you. They're going to win like never before.
Do as Carl Rove suggested, leave a bad taste, and I think it'll be a long time, if ever, before people lose that bad taste in their mouth.
It's picked up off the ground.
Noticeably stumbling
I'll check.
again. And,
I'll be looking out the window, see if I see it, and I will record it. For a second, it's behind that building. If you guys can see it, I see it over there. It's really difficult to see. Oh yeah, you can see it. That's the presidential helicopter right there. We got it. It's far, but you guys can see it. Yeah, the White House gift shop. It's actually not in the White House, it's just on the street, and I should explain what is going on. So, I was originally supposed to be in the parade, but it was canceled due to weather. Then they moved it inside, and my ticket wasn't even, available because they just made it first come, first serve. So instead of that, I'm just waiting here in the freezing cold to see the motorcade. But for now, I'm looking at the gift shop. Got some cool stuff here.
Things in a you can't form a cohesive country.
Finding everything okay?
Actually, I have the idea.
Alright guys, so I'm out of the gift shop, and here's the deal. I thought we have to talk about how cold it is right now. I'm just waiting to get a view of this motorcade. I mean, hopefully I can see Trump in the window of the limousine. Even like Melania would be cool to get for the vlog, but yeah, so the original plan was to be in the parade, in which they would have actually got out of the car and walk around, but due to, and you can find the clip from 2017 where they did this, we had tickets, cost $1,200 a person. Unfortunately, it was rescheduled due to weather, and obviously, it's so cold, like, the wind is like ice, is like knives in your skin. It really burns. It's probably about 8 degrees right now, I would say. I'm sitting here with my back against the wind. This is opposite the White House. The White House is behind me. I'm trying to put my back to the wind. But when he comes, I'm going to be able to get him on camera, hopefully. And yeah, I'll see you then. Of Congress to do a quick tour, and then we're going to go to the Capitol building. Library of Congress right now, it's known for its architecture, and I don't think I've ever actually been here, but my mom claims I have. So you can see they have these mosaic roofs, and oh wow, look how beautiful this is. Look at that. That's straight out of like Europe. Look at that. Isn't this beautiful? Beautiful detail. Looks like it's from Italy. It's gorgeous. Very gorgeous. Spent a lot of money on this.
It's funny that you'll still be able to talk about it.
So this is a little side room, also a very beautiful room, but you got some artifacts that are collected here at the Library of Congress. So that was I think it's called a Haggadah from Passover. Oh whoa, this is cool. What is this? And so this is I think it's an Icelandic book from the 1600s. This is cool too. This is like a 1500s manuscript from China. This is really cool. This is some photographs of the Trinity explosion. Remember Oppenheimer? That's crazy to look at. Gorgeous the ceiling is, and the camera doesn't do it justice, but this room is really gorgeous. This is a very impressive building, but that ceiling is pretty insane. I think these are like a collection of their most rare books, probably. I'm not going to show too much of this. We're behind glass, but this is the Library of Congress. An extremely beautiful and large building.
I guess if you want to do research, you can go down there, huh?
Yeah. Sorry that was behind glass. It wasn't perfect recording, but I hope you got to see how beautiful it is. And as always, it's more beautiful in person. In the lobby, and we're going to be heading over to the Capitol building, which is a few minutes walk. Just happened on the way out. I shook hands with the congresswoman from Wyoming. I think her name is like Harriet something or something like that. I'll put a picture of her right now. I didn't get a picture with her unlike Mike Lindell, but I didn't want to disturb her. She is trying to keep a low profile, I think. You can see right across from the Library of Congress is the actual Congress. We're going to walk over. And that was a really cool experience for me. I got to meet a congresswoman. And I have a really good memory for faces, so I recognized her immediately. She was nice. I did accidentally call her a congressman, but you know, it's it's okay. I know she was a woman. It's just I guess I was a little. I'm always like self-conscious walking up to famous people. I don't want to bother them, so I guess I had some nerves. I don't know. That was a mistake. So as you can see, all these beautiful buildings are the congressional offices surrounding the Capitol, and then the Library of Congress is right there. It's all like a complex grounds of the Capitol, sort of like a park basically, lots of benches, and you can see this absolutely beautiful building. This is the actual front of the Congress. The inaugurations typically happen on the opposite side, but originally, I guess up until Reagan, it used to happen here on the front steps. But in my opinion, it was smart because the back of the building actually faces the rest of the city. So, unlike the Washington Monument, Lincoln Memorial, so you kind of want to be there, in my opinion. But like Jimmy Carter, they took his body down through these steps when he was laying in state in the Capitol. But yeah, I'm just trying to get a decent view. Look how beautiful that is. Cute that dog is right over there. He's really cute. There's an empty tomb meant for George Washington underneath the center of this room. It's an empty tomb he never wanted. And the center there is the direct center of Washington, D.C. The symmetry is important in this city, very much like the Greeks and the Romans and stuff like that. Going into the rotunda, and the stage is actually still up, so we're not going to be able to, I think, go towards that direction, but the stage is up, taking up part of the room. Wow, this is so beautiful. It's hard to even capture how good it is.
They should be open today. I'm not sure what time the Senate is in.
We're going to head into the House Chamber House, and then
Look, this is historic. This is the inaugural stage that has not been removed. People are standing on it, actually. Some of the statues that the state send, as you can see, Gerald Ford from Michigan, Ronald Reagan, California, Kansas, Eisenhower, Martin Luther King, Harry Truman over there, Grant, Lincoln, President Garfield, Andrew Jackson over there. It's an insane room. It's so big, the dome. It's hard to even see, like with my own eyes, let alone the camera. And as you can see, it has these beautiful paintings all around. And it's still weird, the inaugural stage is there. So this is kind of a historic thing I'm seeing here. And a beautiful, beautiful dome where all that sun comes in. Really, really, really beautiful. Basically at the airport now, and that's the end of the vlog. And I'm pretty happy. I think it'll turn out good, and it was a really fun trip. I had a really good time. Did we get to be part of the parade down Pennsylvania Avenue? No, we did not. Would it have been awesome? Yes, it would have been. But it's alright. And I'm going to try to edit it as well as I can. And thanks for watching. I'm just going to, for the last part of the vlog, I'm just going to do kind of like a end credit scene maybe with like me taking off from DC and recording out the window basically with a song from The Shining that I watched on my way here. So thank you so much for watching. I know sometimes I kind of have a long and drawn out way of doing my recording, but it means a lot you stuck around, sorry. Alright, Saucy Boy out.
And you, midnight and a rendezvous. Your eyes held a message tender, saying I surrender all my love to you. Midnight brought us sweet romance. I know all my whole life through I'll be remembering you, whatever else